ValveTime.net.
Hi, and welcome to the ValveTime news for October 27th, 2015. Each week, we bring you the biggest talking points regarding Valve and the community. None of Valve's Halloween-related festivities have been announced as of yet, but we thought we would break out a themed intro a little early because we can. Thanks to Valve having yet to actually reveal any of their Halloween events, this week was honestly a little bit of a lull in terms of news, as you can probably tell by the video's title and thumbnail. That said, there were still 2 or 3 minor pieces of news worth covering alongside the odd community headlines, so let's see what we have here. This isn't a totally terrible starting point. Those who care enough about Valve's Steam mobile app to complain about it can now rejoice, as it was recently updated to support several new, long overdue features. While it's definitely been receiving a lot more love as of the past few months, the additions of trade and marketing functionality and the Steam Guard mobile authenticator are definitely going to increase the app's usability for those who frequently require these services. Given systems like the mobile authenticator have been in development for so long, we can only hope Valve have taken the time necessary to iron out all of the potential account abuse issues which could arise as a result of having your phone stolen. A new landing page for the Steam mobile app was also released to advertise these new changes, covering the layout and functionality of the software in great detail for both iOS and Android devices. It's something which probably should have existed a long time ago, but it's nice to see Steam Mobile finally getting some real love and attention. Steam Mobile wasn't the only one of Steam's many tentacles to receive an update this past week, as a bunch of new patches also improved the look and use of SteamVR. While not really much use to anyone outside of the development community at this point, we thought the change was significant enough to mention here, as it seems that Valve are getting a lot closer to finalizing the design and functionality of the SteamVR interface. The new interface is far more simplistic and easy to read at a quick glance, relying almost entirely on imagery and color rather than text and error codes, making it far more user-friendly. The settings menu is now also a lot cleaner and easier to use, further hinting at the HTC Vive's upcoming release as a consumer and developer-friendly device, something not quite true of the current, still buggy and faceplateless Developer Edition. While not exactly groundbreaking, this week's updates for Counter-Strike Global Offensive focused on the introduction of a new Pick'em challenge and the removal of numerous minor bugs. The most recent Pick'em challenge is focused around DreamHack Cluj-Napoca 2015, featuring mini-games akin to the older Pick'em challenges and the Dota 2 fantasy leagues. As for bugs, boost spots were fixed in Train and Mirage, while minor improvements to GOTV were also implemented. Extremely minor updates were also released for Dota 2 and Team Fortress 2, with TF2's update largely focused on fixing issues with the Pastime game mode, modifying the location of jump pads around the central area, and introducing a few new sound effects. Dota 2's update added more player capacity for the Australian matchmaking server, fixed bugs related to the despawning of the Almond the Frondillo pet, and most importantly, changed low priority matches to only count if the player wins. This low priority change was likely introduced to quell the trolls who were causing hell in low priority by keeping legitimate players from being able to make any headroom. More information about these sets of minor updates for Dota 2 and TF2 can be found in the video description. Once you're done with the episode, be sure to head on over to one of Tested's most recent videos, which they used to cover their recent trip to Valve, where they got to hang out with Chet Falazek and were able to try on a pair of third-party demos on the HTC Vive. The 2 demos the Tested team elaborate on in the video include Chunks, a Minecraft-like destruction and creation simulation, and Arizona Sunshine, a zombie shooter with heavy Western vibes. Both demos look like great contrast to one another as experiments, and like almost all of Tested videos, their team do a great job of running us through them while explaining the benefits and exciting possibilities of the technology on display. Will and Norm also briefly mentioned that they tried a whole bunch of other demos, some of which are currently available to developers and some of which are not. While they obviously can't discuss these secret demos in any more detail, we're looking forward to seeing and hearing more about them in the near future. For now, check out Tested's most recent look at the HTC Vive just as soon as I've said. And that brings us to the end of another light week of Valve news. We're bound to have a packed show next week once all the Halloween goodies are out in the open. To make sure you catch all the latest news as soon as it arrives, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to follow us on our social media pages, and to join in on the conversations by signing up over on the ValveTime.net community forums. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.